Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another classics comparisons video for you. This is the two styles that I have from Chanel currently. This is the Coco Handle, which I recently got from the 24P collection, and my classic medium flap, which was from I think 2017. And this bag is super expensive right now for retail, and I would not pay this amount of money today for this bag. So this is the medium size Coco Handle, and this is the medium size classic flap. Since they are all the medium size, and I will insert the price difference for these two bags right here. As of I'm filming today, 2024, I'm pretty sure depending on when you're watching this video, the price is going to increase for both of those handbags. And I do notice since like for the past couple years, the price difference. Right now, this handbag retails for $11,000, which is insane. This one is $6,400 currently, and there's already a $4,000, maybe close to $5,000 difference between these two handbags. So it is a significant difference price-wise. But I do like that they may be similar enough in terms of capacity and size and style that if any of you are thinking about one or the other, maybe you can maybe this video will be helpful for you in terms of styling and which one do I prefer in terms of capacity and comparison. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So let me just go to the classic flaps first, because I think this is the one that this is the most classic of Chanel, and maybe a lot of people are familiar with it. And I'm just gonna go in and kind of describe the functionality of this one and just check the details. Obviously it has the woven chain. It is a double shoulder strap. The shoulder strap, you can have it crossbody like so, or I've seen some people using it with like a top handle and just tie the chain really short, doing a top handle motion. I think that's really cute too. Personally, I don't really do that. Mine is a beige color with the silver hardware, and it has the double flap functionality. Let me zoom in. So it does have the double flap here in the love letter pocket right here, which nobody ever uses, I don't think. It does have a slip pocket right here as well. One more exterior pocket, not exterior, like front interior pocket, if you can tell. And this is the main compartment where you would fit majority of the stuff. And these two pockets that are and the middle lipstick pocket. You can see this bag has a lot of folds and slits and tiny little compartments. So if you like putting a lot of things in tiny narrow compartments, this would be the bag for you. But for me, I don't find those slip pockets really useful. I usually just go for this big compartment. I don't really put anything here. I don't put anything here. Obviously not here, because I keep forgetting about there's a pocket right here. I only use this pocket, and for the double flap, I don't really flap it up. I don't really close it. There's a closure right here, but I usually just close it like this, and I don't bother closing it with the clip inside, with the interior flap. And on the back, it does have a signature smiley pocket, and you can put a card here for easy access. So I do think this is a very classic style, but right now I just don't gravitate towards it because one being that this price is just so expensive right now. I feel like wearing it out is just it has a bad taste. It has a sour taste for like if I meet friends and I wear this bag, or if I go out around and wear this bag, I do not feel safe, nor I do not feel it's sensible to wear this bag currently in this economic environment. I just haven't been reaching for this bag, but I do enjoy it as an investment option for me. But in terms of investments, I do think you need to keep it in pristine condition for you to realize the appreciation of the value. If you throw your bag around and keep it worn, it's not going to keep the value. And here is the bottom. I do find a little bit creasing on the bottom, not too extreme. When I initially got this bag, this was very like a pale beige color, and now it has turned into like a warmer beige. I think it has probably patinaed, or the color has darkened a little bit over time, but I have not used this bag, so it's probably just a natural process of the leather dyeing. So this is the classic flap, and you can see this is the Coco handle. Let me just go through the details of this bag real quick. And if you are interested in a detailed review of this handbag, I have uploaded the latest one for my Coco Handle deep dive review, and you can click that video. So it also has a turn lock closure, and the interior has two separate larger compartments, unlike the classic flap. The front here has the similar red lipstick and slip pockets, just like the back of the classic flap. And it has a zipper middle compartment, and the back here has another zipper compartment, so you get a lot of zippers in this bag. And the hardware that I have is a very light champagne gold hardware. And in the back, you can see the signature smile pocket. And let me just compare these two bags side by side and just compare the sizing and hardware. You can see the Coco handle definitely is way taller than the classic flap. And the CC turn lock is much more prominent, much larger in dimension as well, which is something I didn't really notice before. The classic flap has such a smaller turn lock, and this one has a larger turn lock. In terms of chain length, let me just compare the two. Let me see how far it drapes down. I think the classic flap has a shorter chain length than the Coco handle. I think Coco handle, I can wear it comfortably crossbody. I'm 5'3", so this sits very comfortably crossbody for me. But this one, it's gonna be a little short and hitting up my rib cage when I wear a crossbody. I do like the shorter crossbody version. It doesn't bother me, but just for your information, if you're thinking about crossbody wear a lot and you're a taller person, I think the Coco handle would be a much better choice. And let's compare the chain. You can see the hardware sizing is very similar, I would say. The rings are the same size. And let's just open both of the interiors and kind of compare it like this. So this is the classic flap, the slip pockets in the back, and this is the Coco. So as I was saying, the interior of the classic flap is definitely smaller than the Coco handle. And from the exterior dimension, you can also tell with the side-by-side comparison. I think the one interior pocket, the front interior pocket of the Coco handle is probably the same size as the classic flap. So if you're looking into more room, I would suggest with the Coco handle. And you can see the back here. The Coco handle definitely is about an inch or two higher, taller. And for the width, it's also significantly larger than the medium classic flap. And you can see from the front, from the bottom, there's probably 1 inch space longer for the Coco handle. So the Coco handle is definitely one more size larger than the medium classic flap. I think it's probably similar to sizing to the jumbo classic flap sizing. But since I do not have the jumbo, I do not own the jumbo in my collection, I would say it's just a guesstimate. I think this is definitely one size larger than the medium classic flap. This would be a smaller handbag, a medium small handbag to me in terms of sizing, and this is a regular size. And just to further compare the capacity, let's just fit a couple items in and see what fits in each of those handbags. I'm not going to do a full what's in my bag content, but I'm just trying to let you have a feel of what fits and kind of compare the capacity. And here in the Coco handle, I have my Sarah wallet from Louis Vuitton, and you can see it slits in the front compartment or the back compartment really easily with no efforts. Maybe the back a little bit effort. But you can see it tucks in, and there on the sides you may still have some lipstick space for lipstick. And let me pull this out. Put this to the back, and here I have the classic flap, and I can put this in also without a problem. It is very roomy after a full-size wallet. You can still fit your phone and maybe your lipstick, maybe on top of very small sunglasses with a full-size wallet. And I know for classic flaps, usually I don't use a full-size wallet with this bag, but for this bag, for the Coco handle, I do use a full-size wallet often with this bag. And next, let me do a water bottle test. This is the Kirkland water bottle that's 500 ml, so the regular size. Let's see what fits in each one. So for classic flap, it does fit, but you can see it's already bulging. It's making the back bulge, and it is very difficult to close. I don't think I can close this. I'm not going to stretch it. So it fits, but not exactly. You cannot close the bag with the water bottle. And for this bag right here, for Coco handle, okay, it is stretching it. You can see I put the water bottle in the front compartment. The back compartment is smaller, so it would not fit. And it kind of pushed the middle divider to the back because the water bottle is bulkier. And you can still fit, and you cannot see bulging. You can close it, and it looks nice. So it is definitely roomier than the classic flap. And this is the water bottle test. So if you're thinking about carrying a water bottle every day, then go for the Coco handle. So let me make a conclusion here. These bags differ a lot significantly from price standpoint. So I would say if you can only buy one handbag from Chanel and you're a starter, this may be counterintuitive. But if you are starting out your collection and you want just one Chanel handbag, you only have the money for one, I would go for the classic flap. Even though it is way more expensive, you can probably either find it from pre-loved websites, or I would just suggest to save up your funds, save up until you can purchase the bag. That's my most honest opinion. I know a lot of people on the internet are saying that, oh, it's too expensive, it's not worth the money, blah blah blah, and this Chanel is dying and they're not making money in the classic flaps. True, but I still think that for any luxury handbag beginner buyers, this is the most most money you can get out of your investment, because in the future, in 10 years time, it's still gonna go up in value. Maybe it's gonna be in the $15,000, $20,000, and at that point you will see how the price is gonna keep going up. That's what I mean. So, and this is the most classic handbag in the design house. So I would suggest, if you only have money for one, go for the classic. Even if you don't have enough money, if you want to get a mini size, I would also suggest that as well, the mini classic flap. And for a Coco handle, I think the Coco handle is for someone who has had a couple Chanel bags. You already have your basic core collection, and then you want to venture out. This is not the most classic style in Chanel, but it is very functional and practical. So if you want practicality and everyday use, I would say go for the Coco handle. It does have great investment values, but not as much as the classic flap. Even to this day, even after the dramatic price difference, I still think Coco handle does not compete. I do not think Coco handle would compete with the classic flap. But for those of you who wants practicality, wants more roomy, more space, ease of use, and still a timeless design that would not go out of style. So basically in 10 years time, you can still whip this handbag out and it would not go out of style. You can use the Coco handle bag. But in my opinion, the Coco handle has so many more substitutes from other brands. From even within the Chanel house itself, it has so many different types of top handle bags that could easily replace the Coco handle. I do think it's a great bag, don't get me wrong. That's why I buy it in the first place. But I do think that there are so many options compared to Coco handle versus the classic flap will always be the classic flap. It will always be the classic, the ace in the Chanel house. So depends on what you want. If you want a practical bag and you do not care about the most iconic bag, do not care about only the most iconic bag, the most investment stable bag, I would say go for the Coco handle. But if you want just a piece, you're not gonna use that often. Just that's one thing. For a classic flap, you're not gonna use it that often. You just want to buy it, cherish it, put it in your house, and just wait till it rises in value, and just like the ownership of something that's iconic, I would say go for the classic flap. So here concludes my comparison between the two handbags. I hope it would be helpful for those of you who are deciding between the two, maybe wondering one or the other. So I love both very much, and I'm very fortunate to have both in my collection. So in the end, I'm just gonna show you my mini classic flap. This is not from the Chanel house. If you know, you know, type of handbag. So this one I got from some seller, but just kind of just put it there in case you're also interested. If you cannot afford the classic flap currently and you still want a classic style, I highly recommend this bag because it is very functional. It is way more functional than my medium classic flap. I wear this way more often than my classic flap, medium size. And I would highly recommend this if you cannot afford the hefty ticket for the medium flap. And in the end, you would think the medium flap fits a lot more item. It's actually not, because you're going to wear both of them for evening occasions, dressy occasions anyway, so you're not going to carry that much with you either way. So I highly recommend the mini classic flap as well. So here concludes my video. So please drop a comment down below. Which one would you choose? Which one do you like better? And do you already own one or the other? Yeah, let me know. I'm very interested in what you guys think. Thank you, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.